Amplify Reading is a K-8 literacy program based on the science of reading and best practices in game-based learning to unlock the power of reading for every student. It is the student-driven, comprehensive supplemental component to Amplify's K-8 literacy suite, which also includes core curricula, assessment, and intervention. The student experience in Amplify Reading is tied to the grade of the student, whereas the skill practice they receive is based on their unique learning profile. So for example, a fourth grader who needs foundational skill practice can receive it in a developmentally appropriate experience. We'll see that in a minute. Let's start with our youngest learners who go on adventures with the community here in Bookerton. This is a Curioso, a customizable companion that grows alongside students as they learn how to read. It's telling us that our quest is in this location. A quest offers both narrative and skill practice. Here, I'm a first grade student and I've just met my Curioso. To learn more about him, I need to practice my foundational skills. Let's start with Hangry Goblins. In this game, students practice letter-sound correspondences by feeding goblins the letter toast they want before they get hangry. This provides practice in both the accuracy and automaticity of this skill. Now let's try a text in the e-reader. Across grades, students will read about a variety of topics. Students can use the audio and reveal word support to guide them as they read.
Metzi was an Aztec girl.
They'll also be asked to complete challenge questions that mirror the skills they've just been practicing in the games.
What does Goblin want?
Home.
As students engage in this quest, Amplify Reading is updating its image of their progress and curating the next batch of games for their next quest, which will help students build on the skills they've mastered and work on those that need improvement. 4th and 5th graders head underground beneath Bookerton, where they discover the workshop. To understand its secrets, they'll have to first tackle skill games. An on-grade level student will practice skills like identifying character traits in the game yearbook, where they take on the role of editor as they review information about their classmates to find their defining trait and assign a superlative. They have to identify evidence in the text that supports their selection. But many 4th and 5th graders will need additional practice in foundational skills. So a below grade level student might receive Word Slide to practice advanced decoding.
Swerve. The car had to swerve to avoid hitting the dog. Swerve.
Because all students are engaging with the same storyline, they don't feel the stigma of practicing different skills or feeling like they're way behind their peers. Continuing on their quest, students will gain experience with Tier 2 vocabulary words within quick, engaging storylines. Next, they'll go through the portal to team up with a band of misfits called the Four Eyes.
Iris? What?
We have company.
Welcome to Zafreya.
Together, they embark on a journey to discover answers to life's biggest mysteries, as well as themselves. To do so, they'll tackle close reading of complex texts through this graphic novel-style adventure. And finally, students will engage with grade-level chapter books in the e-reader, with the same audio and reveal word supports we saw earlier. The algorithm then sets them up for their next quest. Middle schoolers go on a grave request to save a dystopian world from the machines that rule it.
The world wasn't always like this. We used to make our own choices, control our own lives. Before the machines took over, we could think for ourselves. Now, humanity is trapped, here in the dome. Studied like lab rats, docile, ignorant, and our only hope rests with you.
Here, students hone their close reading skills. As they work with complex texts, they also work to convince the world that there is power in reading and writing, comprehension and creation. As students across K-8 are going on all of these adventures and actually having fun as they grow as readers, teachers are getting robust data insights to understand their students' progress, achievements, and needs.